What's up guys, it's James here, and in today's video I want to talk to you about an incredible opportunity to make money online managing properties on Airbnb. Now if you're familiar with the channel already, this is actually a slight adaptation on our traditional strategy of doing the management fee model that I talk about in a lot of other videos. This is a really cool opportunity because you can manage the properties entirely online, meaning that absolutely everything you do is online, nothing involves actually on the ground services at the property. So it's very, very easy to manage properties completely remotely using this model and start managing properties in whatever city you choose, whatever state you choose, anywhere in the world, and be completely hands off. It's a really great business if you're looking for a relatively passive side hustle with great income potential. So if you're interested in that, then stick around for this video. I'm going to break it all down. Now, before we get right into it, I just want to say a couple things. Number one is please, I'd like to ask you subscribe to the channel if you're interested in hearing more about all things Airbnb management, and how to make a great income and a full-time income managing properties on Airbnb. If you want more of that content, we do post 2 new videos every single week on this channel. So just click that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date with everything we post. Also, if you like this video, please take a quick moment to just give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, any comments, anything that you'd like to see in upcoming videos, just leave a comment for me, drop a comment in the comment section down below. I would absolutely love to hear about it. With all that out of the way, let's dive into this and let's talk about how you can make money using something that I call the pre-check-in management model. Now, basically what pre-check-in management is it's managing everything with Airbnb, with the booking platforms, right up until check-in. As the name would indicate, everything before the check-in is what you're going to be managing. Once the guest actually checks into the property, then everything from that point forward remains in the hands of the property owner and or whatever teams that they might be using on the ground. So this means that things like maintenance of the property are not your responsibility. Things like cleaning the property, doing the turnovers are taken care of by the owner or by their staff or their cleaning team. Things like communicating with the guests, giving them instructions, helping them from a concierge perspective, all of that is the responsibility of the owner. And so you might be wondering, well, James, why would someone hire me just to take care of everything pre-check-in? Isn't that the easiest stuff to do? And while from a time perspective, it is the easiest to do. It's the least time-consuming part of the job. It is the hardest part to master. It's the one that requires the most expertise. In fact, if you want to learn more about exactly how to do all this stuff really, really effectively, I'm going to touch on it briefly here in this video, but if you want to really dive in depth about it all, then we've linked a free training down below that'll go through things in more detail. It goes through it like in way more detail than I'm going to be able to go through in a roughly 10-minute video here. We're going to dive into it for over an hour that we're going to really break things down for you if you want to get a much deeper understanding and be in a place where you can actually bring on clients quite easily and earn a substantial monthly income from doing this. So anyway, let's talk about what I mean by that. What do I mean when I say that it is the most valuable and the most skilled part of the role? Well, the thing is that booking or listing a property on Airbnb and Booking.com, these other platforms, is something that absolutely anyone can do. We all know that. It's incredibly simple. Airbnb has made it so that it is incredibly simple, easy enough that just about anyone in the world can do it. Now, that being said, listing a property is very different from listing a property effectively and having it produce top tier performance, and actually bring in the most money possible. And so to actually do that, you need to nail a couple things. You need to know how to master photography. You need to know how to create an incredible listing description. You need to know how to make a great headline, how to choose the right cover photo. And probably the most important aspect is that you absolutely need to know how to master your pricing strategy. You need to know what prices to set your listing at for what times of the year, when to make adjustments, when to lower prices, when to raise them, all these different things. Now, in order to do that, you need to really understand the market. There's no easy hack for this. And so a lot of property owners, especially real estate investors who are working on this pretty substantially, they don't really want to invest the time and energy into that, especially from the mind of a real estate investor who typically, from my experience, are the people that are the most excited to take on clients with, take on property manager doing pre-check-in. These real estate investors, you have to understand things from their point of view. What they really want is optimized returns. They want to make sure they're making the top dollar on their property possible. And what they want to be spending their time on is going out and sourcing more deals. They want to find more properties to invest in. They want to have more money to fund those deals. They want to be working on that. They don't want to be doing the nitty-gritty stuff as far as, optimizing a property's performance on Airbnb, all that stuff. That's taking away time from their high leverage activity of actually going and finding more properties to help them keep growing their portfolio. And so as a result, if they can work with someone like you who can go in there and optimize the performance of the properties, make all those pricing adjustments, make all those listing adjustments to make sure their properties are performing well, maybe even expand their property onto other booking platforms like booking.com, VRBO, HomeAway, all these other platforms that are available, they then don't have to work on any of that. They don't have to spend any time on it whatsoever, and they can be sure that their property is performing at the peak potential and their time is completely freed up. It's a really, really great value proposition for them. Now, on the other hand, the reason that they love pre-check-in so much is because a lot of the time, larger scale property investors have people in their Rolodex that they trust and that give them great rates for things like cleaning and things like maintenance. So they probably already have those things taken care of by other members of their team. And so by you stepping in and just offering pre-check-in management, it makes it really simple for them. They don't really have to change anything. They don't have to get rid of their staff. They don't have to start doing things differently. They can just implement you, and essentially the net result is that they're just going to make more money. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that you can step in and optimize their property by such an amount that even after paying you a 10 to 15% management fee, which is pretty standard for pre-check-in management, they can still be earning just as much money as they were when they were doing it themselves, oftentimes even more. Oftentimes they can earn actually substantially more than when they were doing it themselves. So think about that again from a property owner, property investor's point of view. Someone walks up to you and says that they can help you to earn more money than you are right now while saving you time. It's a total no-brainer for them. Now, for you, the beautiful thing is that think about the day-to-day aspect of that business. Think about what it actually looks like to be running that business day-to-day. Well, it looks like going in and optimizing some listings, adjusting some pricing, setting some softwares up to really optimize things. And really, once you get things dialed in, you can be working as little as a few hours a day to earn a substantial, sizable monthly income. Each property you manage can bring in anywhere from $300 to $1,000 a month, depending on the type of property that you're managing and how much income it's bringing in overall that you're getting a piece of. So that's a really, really big chunk of the action that you can get for relatively little work. It's skilled work, meaning that you're actually getting paid for the results that you produce rather than time you put in. Now, as business owners, we always want to be paid that way. We never want to be working in roles where we're getting paid for the time we put in. We want to be paid for the results we put out, because that's how we're going to really level up our income and our income potential. So again, if you want to learn more about the exact steps about how to actually do that for property owners so that you can position yourself as that expert who can help them to get those results and actually bring on those clients, then I highly recommend you check out the free training that's linked down below. We're going to walk through absolutely everything step by step and show you exactly how to do this for yourself. It is really something that doesn't require a tremendous amount of technical skills or analytical skills. It just requires the right systems. And I've really done a good job, I think, of really breaking it down into manageable chunks so that absolutely anyone can implement it. So again, that free training is just linked right down in the description below. I highly recommend that you check that out. And again, if you enjoyed this video, please take a second to just give it a like, hit that like button, give it a thumbs up. It helps me out tremendously with YouTube's algorithm, so I would really appreciate that. If you want to stay up to date with more videos like this, then just click that subscribe button as well. Subscribe to the channel. Like I mentioned before, we post 2 new videos every single week, so I'd really love to keep you updated with all of the things that we talk about on this channel, from everything from Airbnb management to Airbnb hosting, the best niches for 2020 and 2021, absolutely everything you're going to want to know. So just hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with that. And finally, if you have any other suggestions for me, ideas, anything that you want to see on this channel that you want to see me put together a video about, then just leave me a comment in the comment section down below and I will check it out and I will love to make a video about it. Until next time, I'll see you soon and happy hosting.